Daughter threw a forbidden party, and her actions led to my youngest daughter being assaulted by 4 men, leaving me in tears. A soft, almost pained sigh as the narration begins. What do you do when the girl you raised to be a protector becomes the reason your youngest daughter's life is utterly destroyed? My own child's betrayal plunged us into a hell I never imagined, and honestly, I don't know if we'll ever escape it. It all started last December, with a night that ripped our family apart. I'm a widow, a single mom, and for years, my eldest daughter, Maya, she's 18, had an agreement with me. While I worked the night shift, she'd look after her younger sister, Leah, who was 14. I paid her well for it. It was her job. All I asked was that Leah did her homework and got to bed on time. It seemed simple enough. But one night, while I was at work, Maya threw a party. A forbidden party. And in doing so, she opened the door to an unspeakable horror. For boys, whom Maya knew personally, boys she even knew had gang affiliations, assaulted my sweet Leah. When I came home at 8:30 a.m., the house was trashed, a few of Maya's friends still lingering. We argued about the party, of course, but then I went to check on Leah. Her room was empty, her sheets bloody. My heart pounded. I thought, okay, maybe it's her period, she's in the shower or sleeping in my bed. But when I checked my room, she wasn't there. I called her name, then her phone rang, muffled. It was coming from inside my walk-in closet. And there she was, wrapped in a blanket like a cocoon. I shook her gently, trying to wake her, but she was unresponsive. As I tried to unwrap her, I saw it. A bleeding scalp, abrasions around her neck. I started screaming, "Someone call 911." I was in full-blown panic. In the ambulance, Leah began to stir, to cry. Her first words to me were, "Maya's friend raped me. I can't get up. I'm in so much pain." My world stopped. In that moment, all I could tell Maya was to be honest with the police. I didn't know then the depth of what had happened, what her part was. The police took Maya to the precinct. After seeing Leah's medical report, they charged her with child endangerment. When Maya finally saw Leah, after getting out of jail, she gave her a big hug. It looked like a sweet moment. The only red flag then was that Maya didn't fully cooperate with the police, claiming she'd forgotten the names of the boys. Luckily, DNA evidence led them straight to the 4 men. All of them already in the system, one even on probation. It was a domino effect. But the devastation has been relentless. My Leah, my bright, sparkling girl, is gone. She quit cheer. She opted for online schooling, refusing to set foot in a classroom. She doesn't sleep in her own bed anymore. She sleeps with me. She wears her late father's hoodies, day in and day out. As her mother, I feel utterly helpless. I don't know how to reach her. During the investigation, more horrifying truths about Maya emerged. She didn't intentionally set Leah up for rape, no, but she severely neglected her. This entire nightmare could have been avoided if she'd just followed my rules. And Maya had known these boys, invited them, knew their connections. What broke my heart further was learning that she'd even tried to set Leah up with one of them that night. Leah wasn't interested, of course, and the boy harassed her all night. When Leah retreated to her room, and Maya left the house to go to McDonald's, that's when it happened. That boy, and his friends, went upstairs. The worst part? People at that party heard Leah screaming. But they did nothing. They just assumed it was a couple arguing. We didn't know the truth until the next morning. And then, a few weeks later, my baby tested positive for an STD. Curable, yes, but another layer of trauma. My baby has been so broken. Maya, on the other hand, seemed remorseful. Leah, incredibly, doesn't blame her, still loves her sister. But me? I'm filled with a cold, hard anger towards Maya that I can't shake. I've tried to forgive her. I've read self-help books. But I can't even look at her without wanting to lash out. Her prom was last weekend, and I didn't care. She tries to talk to me, but I can't find it in me to engage. I still love my daughter, but right now, I strongly dislike her. Then came the day it all shattered again. Leah came to me, virtually in tears. 5 people had messaged her, expressing condolences about the attack. Leah had been adamant she didn't want anyone to know. My investigation revealed Maya had told a group chat of 27 people. 27. Leah was humiliated. "I can't go back to school next year, Mom," she cried. I confronted Maya, my blood boiling. But she just said I was overreacting, that Leah was being dramatic. I tried to make her see the pain she'd caused. She cut me off mid-sentence. "Jesus Christ, Mom. You need to let her deal with this sh*t instead of always rushing to her defense. Leah is not different from other women in the world that deal with rape. At least they don't make it their entire personality like she does. Also, she's fine. I literally overheard her talk to a boy on the phone last night. It hit me then, like a punch to the gut. All her supposed remorse, gone. Her mask just slipped. I just stood there, staring at her. Then I said, "Pack your sh*t up. You're staying with my parents until I allow you back." And she did. The next morning, she texted me to meet her at her therapist appointment. I wish I hadn't gone. Maya started by apologizing, explaining she told her friends because she was venting. And it wasn't a big deal, she claimed, because it was public news anyway, and Leah seemed fine. Leah, my daughter, is listed as a Jane Doe. She's not named anywhere. Then Maya went into the nitty-gritty. In front of her therapist, she told me she felt emotionally neglected, that I never cared about her trauma in this situation. Her trauma? Spending a weekend in jail. And losing one of her friends, who happened to be one of Leah's rapists. I wish I was joking. Her therapist actually guilt-tripped me for not being emotionally there for Maya. And this therapist, she kept referring to Leah's rape as an accident. And that Leah seems happier these days. Because that's what Maya had told her. Happier? My daughter is high off antidepressants. Her mental health evaluations are abysmal. But I bit my tongue for as long as I could. Then I just snapped. I looked at both of them. I think it's disgusting that the two of you are refusing to acknowledge Leah's trauma and keep referring to it as an accident. My voice was shaking, but I pushed on. You spent a weekend in jail while your sister was in the hospital, suffering from something your friend did to her. Ironically enough, if you ever listened to Leah, she has said that friend of yours was the most violent towards her during the attack and was the catalyst for the majority of injuries she sustained, including strangling her. So for you guys to sit here and berate me for not caring that you lost your friend because of something terrible your friend did to your sister is absolutely disgusting. My biggest regret right now is helping you obtain a lawyer. I should have let you rot in that cell and let you figure it out yourself. Maya started sobbing, claiming it wasn't fair, that I blamed her for everything. She said she was just trying to get Leah out of her shell. The therapist then asked Maya how Leah responded when she apologized. Maya, defensive, shot back. Apologize for what? I didn't rape her. Even the therapist looked shocked. That was it. I'd heard enough. I stood up, threw my hands up in exasperation, and walked out. I haven't spoken to Maya since. She's been calling, texting, begging to come home, to apologize to me and Leah. But I don't know if I can stomach being around her. I never thought I'd be that parent who goes no contact with their daughter. But I can't trust her. I don't believe she's truly remorseful. A part of me wants to try, for Leah's sake. Yesterday, Leah looked at me with those sad, broken eyes and asked, "Mom, did I ruin our family?" My heart shattered all over again. She loves Maya, looks up to her. She can't comprehend Maya's failure. And I'm just stuck. Leah, bless her heart, has endured more trauma in her 14 years than most people do in a lifetime. She lost her dad 4 years ago, unexpectedly, to COVID. And now this. I remember being 14, thinking the world was against me, but I had both parents, and I never went through something like this. I can't truly understand her pain, and that makes me feel like such a horrible mother, feeling like I have no answers, no guidance to offer her. My late husband had a life insurance policy, a significant amount. I divided it, giving some to each of my kids. Maya had to use some of her share for her lawyer and court fees. Now she's about to go to college, and she's been begging me for the rest of her money. My sister thinks I shouldn't give it to her, that I should use it to stay home longer with Leah, who will be alone during the day when I return to work. Leah's mental health is spiraling, and I'm terrified. What do I do? The past few weeks have been particularly brutal. A sheriff and another official visited, informing us that one of Leah's rapists, the one who filmed it, had shared the video. It's circulating on the dark web, containing identifiable objects from Leah's room. My world tilted. Leah? She just shrugged. I figured. And then she went silent. She wouldn't talk about it. She acted overly cheerful, almost manic. Then, she told me she'd written a victim impact statement. She wanted to read it herself in court. She tried to read it to me, but she always broke down. That was the only time I saw emotion from her all week. Until Saturday night. That evening, she was cheerful again, almost unnaturally so. Said she was going to bed early. I didn't think much of it until a friend's mother called. Leah had sent her daughter a note, expressing love, asking her to check on her. I rushed to Leah's room. She had attempted to overdose on ZZZ-Quil. I'm a nurse. I knew she'd recover physically. But seeing her wake up in the hospital, "Why couldn't you just let me die?" she screamed, tears streaming down her face. "I want to die, Mom. I'm tired of feeling their hands on me. I want it to stop. Please let me die." They had to sedate her. She was put on a 72-hour psych hold, transferred to a facility. But she's struggling. A male staff member, a psychiatrist, is asking invasive questions about her sexuality, making her uncomfortable. The other staff say she's standoffish, not participating. They even suggested restricting her contact with me. I stopped that for now. But her plea, "Please let me die," it haunts me. I can't shake it. Leah's best friend shared another horrifying detail. A vicious rumor circulating that Leah let a train be run on her. Kids, God, they can be so cruel. And then, I finally pieced together Maya's deep-seated resentment. 2 years ago, I found inappropriate messages on Leah's phone from Maya's ex-boyfriend. He told Leah he loved her, compared her to Maya, said she was prettier. Leah was only 12, he was 17. Maya was furious, thought Leah betrayed her, and avoided her for 3 months. Leah blamed herself for damaging their relationship. This was another layer of Maya's twisted feelings, another layer I hadn't fully understood. I've kept so much of this within our family, trying to protect my daughters. But I am exhausted, constantly dealing with new challenges, feeling utterly lost. A tiny flicker of hope, though. Leah recently started therapy after the sentencing. She actually likes it. She said it was a relief not to have to talk about the assault right away. Her doctor cleared her to start cheer again, if she wants to. We moved, and she got a kitten, her new baby. We had to trash most of her old furniture. She wanted a new room, barely any color. She even has a boyfriend now, a sweet, age-appropriate kid whose dad I grew up with. For now, on the surface, she seems content. I met with the detective again. He investigated Maya, but said there wasn't enough evidence to indict her for anything more than child endangerment for leaving a minor with a registered sex offender. But he validated everything I suspected. He told me it's estimated Leah lasted close to 2 hours, that 2 of the rapists had time to assault her twice, and Maya never checked on her, showed no concern during questioning. He said everyone failed Leah, not just Maya. My son, Maya's older brother, he noticed Maya's jealousy too, especially after Leah got her braces off, started growing into herself. He and his wife told me about Maya's comments at a bridesmaid dress fitting, how Maya refused to compliment Leah, saying, "I know she'll unlock so much potential. That's why I have to humble her." My stomach dropped. They had suspected it. The sentencing was hard. The rapist's parents brought character witnesses, saying awful, infuriating things. But Leah wasn't fazed. She read her victim impact statement via video, and I've never been prouder. The rapists apologized. Leah felt only one was genuine. They got harsh sentences, some up to 14 years. On the drive home, trying to process everything, Leah asked about one of the rapists. "It was weird," she said. "He referred to Maya as his friend. There's no way Maya would be friends with someone like that." My blood ran cold. My face must have turned white. I knew it was time. "Leah," I started, "there are many reasons why I'm upset with your sister." I explained that Maya got arrested for leaving the house, not just for throwing the party. She barely reacted to that. Then I said, "He wasn't lying in court. He was your sister's friend. And Maya went behind your back that night to try and set you two up." I watched, horrified, as realization dawned on her face. Her eyes, so full of pain and disbelief. "I don't believe you," she said, cutting me off. Maya would never be friends with someone that horrible. As I explained more, it was like watching someone's heart break right in front of me. "Mom, that is really bad if that's true. No one understands how mean he was to me all day." I had to sit in the courtroom hearing he was such a good person when it's not true. Why doesn't no one believe that? I apologized, desperate. She pulled out her phone and called Maya. Maya answered with a cheerful hello. Leah got straight to the point. "Were you ever friends with my rapist?" I honestly thought Maya would lie, but she said yes. She was, before it happened. Then Leah asked if she was trying to get her to date him. Maya, again, said yes. Leah hung up. She started shaking, furiously typing on her phone, blocking Maya on everything. Then she looked at me, tears streaming down her face. Mom, why does she hate me so much? What did I ever do to her? I've been trying to be her friend, and she still hates me. What? We cried together the rest of the day. The next day, Leah told me she was done with Maya. She felt more angry than sad. She'd felt so guilty, believing she'd ruined Maya's senior year, blaming herself for not locking her door. To find out she did lock the door, and Maya had so much more control, it infuriated her. Then she dropped another bombshell. Maya has a drug problem, Adderall and painkillers. Leah had sworn to keep it secret because Maya promised she was quitting. Leah found her stealing her concerta in April 2023, and Maya confessed. Leah now believes one of her rapists was Maya's dealer. He used to come to the house at night while I was working. Leah thinks Maya traded her for drugs. And the worst part? During the attack, one of the rapists told Leah that if she didn't cooperate, they would hurt Maya. Leah feels worse because she knows Maya wouldn't do the same for her. Maya is no longer with my parents. My mother-in-law, who I've never gotten along with, has taken her in. She's paying for Maya's college, buying her a new car, all just to spite me. She even posted it on Facebook. And she knows everything that happened to Leah, everything Maya did. She thinks Maya is as much a victim as Leah, even called Leah to guilt trip her, saying our dad would hate to see us fight. I've stopped talking to her. I'm seriously considering a civil lawsuit against Maya for Leah. My therapist thinks it won't help us heal, but I'm so frustrated. I lost 3 people in the span of 4 years. I'm not doing well. I'm deeply depressed. I lost the love of my life. And I've lost both of my daughters, the little girl Leah used to be, who will never be the same. And I can't be around Maya because I believe she is a deeply flawed, dangerous person. I blame myself for not seeing it in time. Have you ever faced such a profound, complicated betrayal within your own family? How do you cope with this kind of pain, this kind of impossible choice? I really want to know what you think.